thank you for sticking around. So in this video I will be talking about all the questions which you people ask in my live session. I am pretty sure you must be thinking as to why I am repeating those questions. तो हुआ ये कि there were two technical glitches. First is, a lot of people could not join the live because of the sporadic network, and second, I had no clue that some of the people who asked me questions were from South India, and I was speaking in Hindi in my live, and once my live was finished, I messaged them saying ki I hope that you got your answers, and they replied me back that you know what, I did not understand a single word because I don't understand Hindi. So for those people, I would like to repeat this whole process so that you can benefit. Okay, so in this video, I will not be mentioning the names of the people who asked me questions because yes, there are some personal and some of them requested that they want to be anonymous. So without further ado, let's get started. So the first question was that how can I deal with childhood traumas? First of all, I am glad that the person who has asked me this question is aware that something unpleasant or something bad happened. You know what, a lot of people do not understand, and a lot of people are so busy in attaining materialistic life, are so busy in their mundane life, that they do not understand that their weaknesses, their inhibitions, or inferiority complexes are coming from something that happened 20, 15 or maybe 14 years ago. So the first thing you need to do in order to overcome childhood traumas is that you need to get rid of all the self-doubt, self-judgments or guilt that you would generally have. A lot of people question their own existence, and they have this conversation with themselves that I am so bad that I deserved it, or something like this had to bound because of the person that I am today. See, whatever happened was not your fault, so you need to get rid of all the doubts, self-doubts, okay? And then comes the part of dealing with it. First is that because there is no model or an example of care or love, you need to give yourself that first. What I mean to say is that you need to love yourself first. You need to do something through which you will feel cared and loved. You also need to identify the feelings and identify certain situations or things that remind you of that past, and you need to get rid of that, okay? And that will happen only when you know yourself enough, okay? Then comes the part of accepting and letting things go. What I mean to say is that whatever happened has happened, it shouldn't define you, it shouldn't define the person you are at this moment. So acceptance and letting things go is the only solution. And lastly, I would like to tell you a very practical example, okay? The reason why you are still affected by what happened in your past is because you experienced it, because you went through that unpleasant situation is the reason why you hold that feeling or situation personally, okay? Now you need to understand one thing, that experiences are very powerful. Because you experienced it, so it is with you right now. So you need to understand that experiences, whether positive or negative, has the power to influence you, right? So now you need to incorporate positive experiences so that they can come in place, or they can replace the negative experiences. The next question is how can I unsee things? To be very honest, मुझे ये question उतना समझ नहीं आया था, but then I tried to understand this question from the perspective of the individual who asked this question. So what I came to a conclusion is light गई. Sorry guys, light चली गई है, and I have to shoot this anyhow so that I can put this up tomorrow, that is Sunday. So I hope you will bear with this minimum light. And okay, So what I came to a conclusion was that there are some things that evoke unpleasant emotions within him, and that is the reason why he wants to unsee these particular things, right? I just want to tell you that जो चीज़ें होती है ना, चीज़ें हो गई या कोई सिचुएशन हो गया या कोई circumstances हो गया, they do not have the power to bring negative feeling or negative emotion within you. Like for example, ice cream, okay? Ice cream में क्या क्या डलता है? You have cream, milk, chocolate, cocoa powder if you're making a chocolate ice cream. So these are the ingredients, okay? But when you sit to have that ice cream, a bowl of ice cream, you feel happy, okay? So happiness is coming inside from you, right? Happiness कोई ingredient नहीं है जो ice cream में डलता है. Similarly, things, people or circumstances do not have the power to invoke negative feelings within you. It is you who are in control of your emotion. So once you know that I am the one who is creating those negative feelings, you will be able to, introspect and fix your emotions. Then somebody asked, what is life according to me? See, according to me, life is present moment and it is a continuous process, continuous adjustment. So what I mean to say is, like for example, at present I am making videos and I love helping people and talking to people when it comes to mental health. But at the same time, I am making a lot of adjustment. This whole process is very new. Talking to a plain camera is, something that I am dealing with. I won't say dealing, that is something that, is challenging for me. So life is an amalgamation of good and challenges. So the next question is, what is good and what is bad? See, you need to understand that a particular action can't be called good or bad, but the consequence of that action can be called good and bad. What I mean to say is that, lying, obviously, jhoot bolna is something called a bad activity or doing something bad. But if I'm lying in order to save somebody's life, will it be considered as a bad activity or a bad thing? No. Similarly, if somebody is cutting the body, obviously it is known as murder. But if a surgeon is cutting somebody's body, will it be considered bad? No. Why? Because he's helping that individual, right? So it is not the action, rather the consequence of that action which can be said good or bad. Now you'll ask me, how can I judge whether a particular action will lead to a good consequence? The only way of knowing that is that you just have to ask yourself one question, and that is, क्या मैं ये जो action कर रहा हूँ, क्या ये maximum लोगों को benefit करेगा? If yes, then yes, that particular action is good. If no, then you need to understand that you are doing something wrong. And then there was also a question as to why this definition of good and bad differs from people to people. See, your upbringing, the way you are taught in the school or the way your peer groups have shaped you is different from my upbringing, right? So जब हम लोग का syllabus ही अलग है, जब हम लोग का input ही अलग है, तो obviously हमारा output या the way we perceive our world will obviously be different. So the next question was, how can I avoid anger? See, you need to understand that avoiding anger is a destination. The process starts from controlling anger. First, you need to understand कि किन किन चीज़ों से मुझे anger feel होता है. Then you will able to control it, and then comes avoiding. अगर तुम्हें anger को control करना नहीं आता है, तो you will not be able to avoid it. So controlling anger comes first, and then comes avoiding it. And controlling anger starts from detachment. हमारे दिमाग में ना एक इमेज या एक ऐसा नोशन है कि हमारे साथ हमेशा सही होना चाहिए, हमें कोई धोखा नहीं दे सकता. सो जितना ज्यादा तुम इस इमेज को या इस नोशन को पकड़ के बैठोगे कि मेरे साथ तो अच्छा ही होगा, उतना ही you will feel anger and frustrated. So you need to let go things, you need to detach, and you need to understand that it is okay to fall at times. It is okay to, be in situations that are not favoring you. Okay? And with that note, we have come to an end of this video. So I hope you have benefited from this video, and if you have any question or doubt, you can always ask me. You can find me here or here. Okay? Thank you for sticking around. All the best.